Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of Perspectives with Big Bro. I'm your host, comedian Lonnie.
And I'm the Flash.
We got a jam-packed episode for y'all today. Been waiting to say that, when you watch all the shows growing up, and they're like, we got a jam-packed episode where you like, oh my God, what they got?
And it'd be the same amount of segments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be the same goddamn hour.
Hey, the commercials seem longer, actually.
Hey, you've been had.
But we got a special guest in the building now. This is somebody that I met. What was it, about 2020 or 2019?
Yeah, 2018.
2018?
Because were we in the pandemic yet?
I think so. I think it was in the pandemic.
I know we shot that in the pandemic.
Yeah.
I thought we started before.
It was like 1920, somewhere around there.
Okay.
All right. So 2020, and brought him on board. Was my manager. We did a project together, which is out on Black Oak TV, Bromates. So he's also a producer on the project, and we've grown a great relationship in a short amount of time during very stressful situations. But now, hey, this is my guy Brody. I want to welcome you to the show.
Welcome to our show, man.
What's going on? I feel welcomed.
Yeah, we just here to have a good little conversation, and ever since we met, it's been interesting because also Scorpio.
Yeah.
So we had the Scorpio connection. That was always around the time I had met. Like it was like a bunch of us Scorpios that just like knew each other. We was just like working. Like we was all working to get like to the next level. So Brody was one of those that I had met during the time. But yeah, man, how you feeling today?
I feel good. I feel a little out of my element, but we here.
You here now?
We going here for the niggas, you know.
Well, y'all see what he's here for.
See? Hold on. Who you here for?
The niggas.
Strictly for the niggas. He said that. That's, hey man.
Why am I like this?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hey man, be you. And that's one thing that you have always been you.
And you know what? I pride myself on that because I don't ever like hiding who I am.
Okay.
I don't like screaming at the top of my lungs of who I am or what I like. But when you know.
It's a part of you.
And when I work with people, I make sure they're comfortable with that. I'm not working with someone that's not comfortable with who I am because I'm not going to be different or not my full authentic self.
Speaking of working with, go ahead. I'm gonna let you, if you want to talk about it. If you want to give your, it's up to you. You ain't got to, but like he ain't doing no little boy ish. That's why I want to let y'all know. He ain't doing no little boy ish. And if he want to disclose it, that's cool. If he don't, that's cool too. But I'm just letting y'all know this perspective that we bring into y'all.
He's in the business.
Yeah, like he working. He working. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's like we working, but he working.
Yeah, you know what Kim K say? Everybody's lazy. They don't want to work. So like, you know what I'm saying? He's actually working. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he has talent too.
And you know what? But you know what? I love that I don't work with a lazy artist either. You know, so because I work hard, I love that I do work with who I work with.
Yeah.
And she loves to grind and work just as hard as me because it makes me more passionate. It makes me want to do more. It makes me want to go harder.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get text messages, phone calls from 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, what up?
Yeah.
How can I be a billionaire by tomorrow? And I'm like, I don't know. Let's figure it out. Like,
Yeah.
I love that.
He's trying to get to the yams.
So if you don't know,
Pause.
I now work
His yams are a little different, but
with. Oh wait, I'm sorry.
my man,
I now work with the Queen of Detroit,
okay.
the Cash Doll.
Yeah, Cash Doll. You already know. You know what I'm saying? And
but-
she going crazy too.
Going crazy. Her new
Don't play with.
mixtape is going crazy. But we went on a jam-packed weekend. It was actually jam-packed.
Yeah.
We were booked Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And when we were coming back home, we were coming through the airport, and we made good money that weekend. And we're getting off of the plane, walking out, and she was like, so how much we gonna make this week? We didn't even get back home. We ain't rest yet. We ain't eat a burger yet. We ain't have a drink yet. Nothing. And she was on to, what can we do next? And ever since then, I just been...
that should attract him a little bit, man.
I just been so motivated because I'm like, yo, you know, it's good to celebrate in the moment.
Yeah.
It's good to celebrate your accomplishments and be present. But I love always thinking of what's next.
Yeah.
And I think some people get caught up into the now and don't plan for what's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
They're so worried about, well, I just made 10K. That's the most I made in a day or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but how you gonna make 20? How you gonna turn that 20 to 100? What are you doing to progress yourself, to grow from that?
Are you working?
Are you working?
Yep.
Are you grinding?
Yep.
And that's what I love about working hard.
Okay.
Yeah, that's some motivation for you right there.
Yeah.
Are you working?
Yeah. But I always have this like duality, even with like when it comes to like dating and stuff like this, of like what you should look for in a partner. And I only bring this up because you mentioned she has that hustle spirit. I would wonder what it would be like to be with somebody who's more hustle minded like that. So when you wake up, it's how we getting this money? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't know. Like that, like not saying that has to be the driving factor, but I think to a lot of guys that speaks to us differently because it's like, shit, instead of spending some money, she's trying to make some money. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to like double up on, I don't know. It's seeing something different to me.
But that's the thing I look for in a guy. When people ask me, what do I want from a guy? I want to build with. I want an empire.
Turned into Brody's dating show.
But no. But I want someone that if I say, hey, I'm doing this, can you compliment me? Can you help me get there?
Yeah.
You know, I seen a meme or something that was like, dating an entrepreneur makes you their full-time assistant, live-in assistant.
Yeah, I can see that.
But how many people really can do that?
Well, what if they got their own motion going on?
But you still got to help.
No. What if their motion is bigger than your motion?
But then you are their assistant in a way. At times.
That's-
and it could be the dude, it could be the woman. There should be no double standard. Let me help you just as much as you help me.
Yeah.
Let me
Gotcha.
motivate you just as much as you motivate me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me help you eat so we can all eat together.
Yeah. I be realizing like life is it can be a very simple thing as us humans make everything complex. It seems like I'll be like, this
Always.
is the simplest fix.
'Cause
But
we
yet
overthink.
emotions and overthinking, egos, pride, all of this shit just this shit just stack up and you be like, now this thing no longer is simple.
Right.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because everybody feel like what they're doing is more important than the next person.
Always.
Like, that's why a car only got one steering wheel.
Yeah.
Only cars got two sets of brakes are driving car,
Yep.
special driving assistance
teaching you
car,
how to-
teaching
yeah.
you how to drive.
Yep.
And the only reason they have the other one just to make sure that you don't mess up.
But so let me ask y'all: have y'all dated a girl that made more or had more motion, or
Man, I ain't never, man. I don't never meet the hoes that got motion, man. I don't never meet them.
Let me see here.
I don't never meet them hoes that got motion. I always give motion to them.
Would you
And
be
it's
able to
not to
handle that?
even like, it's not to belittle nobody, because I know when this come out, oh Lord, it ain't to belittle anybody that they wrote. It's just like, I ain't never had that. So that's why when I'm saying that it'll be interesting to see that dynamic, because I've never had that. I've always been the one that had and gave to the have-nots.
but
Shout
would
out
you-
Tyler Perry.
Would you be able to handle that? As a Scorpio man,
Would I be able to handle it? That's a good question.
right?
I think it would have to. I don't think it would always be the case. So I think I'm like so ambitious that I'm always gonna want more than them. I would have to be like it would have to be like Rihanna talking to me.
Okay, that's I was gonna say a Rihanna, a Issa Rae, someone that is already like where they're going to be and they're only going up. Yeah, you're going to go up. You're not ever going to stop going up. But if someone's already on that level and they're still grinding and still working, it's going to be kind of very difficult to surpass them.
You know what? I think
Could
it's
you-
hard for me to like sit back and like be the person they need me to be for them to be successful. So for me to be under them and work with them, like me to give them they're the machine I'm putting into like making sure they're good and being on their time. It's hard for me to do that, but that's also how I was raised. Like I never got it, So now I'm fighting tooth and nail to have it. So I can't give it to anybody. That's what means the most to me.
Okay.
So it's like, it's one of those things like, I'm not saying it's right, but to me, I just can't do it. Because I know Rihanna, and very well, Rihanna would require what she need. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. So let's take Rihanna out. Because I'm trying to put you in the category of what you do.
Okay.
So let's say Issa Rae.
Okay.
Respect her relationship, but
Yeah.
say you had the opportunity to be with her or whatever. But she wanted you now the head of her production, the head of all her shows, the head of writing scripts and all of that. It's still in your lane, but it's for her. But she would still have a great salary, great like everything. So you're still doing what you currently do, but it just wouldn't be for the comedian Lonnie's brand.
No, I get you. Or Fenarios. Yeah, I get you.
Fenarios, it would be more so the Issa Rae brand, but you.
I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it.
If it was
Because I'm
life-changing
working.
money?
Because I'm working. I don't think I could do it. Because then that means I could be bought.
And
But I understand. I understand. Like, damn, that could be
but-
the thing that changes my trajectory.
Right, because
But I think what's for me is for me though too. Like it's a
now
hard
you could
thing.
take that.
I get what you're saying. I can't do
That'd be
it.
great on your resume. You
No,
like-
let me say something. Because there's nowhere in the hell you can get with a. We're just gonna use Issa. We're using that. Now, shout out to Issa.
Shout
Using
out.
as-
We not knocking her at all, y'all.
It's nowhere in the hell you can. Because only people that can get away with that is women. Women can meet a rich guy. He can catapult her because she was the head of this, head of that, whatever case may be. When she leaves him, she gonna leave with all of that stuff and all his whatever. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to guys, how many guys have you ever seen become successful being all of that you said to a woman after he leave, if something goes wrong?
I don't want to say the name, but I do. I'll tell you offline.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Like how many? Not a lot,
It
not a
doesn't
lot.
happen many.
Yeah, but that's the point I'm trying to make. I'm not talking about a one-off. See, because we know it.
See, I don't think it was a
No,
one-off.
no, no.
I think
I believe that it can happen, but not in the same percentage wise as the other.
Yeah, majority times it's gonna land.
And I'm not saying that because I'm not saying if a woman's on her thing. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that she shouldn't have.
But I think men just can't handle it.
No, men can handle it, but his thing though, that's not. It's you're never gonna be the head of this situation. The money don't make you the head.
I agree.
The purpose make you the head. But unfortunately, when you deal with the women think the money that make you a head. But when they meet a guy with the money, they say you ain't a head because you lame if you don't got no money. You feel what I'm saying? The conversation gets very, very murky when you have this conversation. Like, I get it. Trust me. You meet your woman, she doing her thing. Why you think so many successful women don't really date multiple successful guys outside of them? We'll see a Jay-Z and a Beyonce. We'll throw them over here. But there's just one out. It's one of few. It doesn't work that way. Because how the creator and how the universe set up, I got to be in charge of this. But when men hear that, I ain't saying if you ain't working, you in charge of some shit, and your ass at home playing PlayStation, and you ain't got no vision, and you ain't got no purpose, you ain't on your square, you ain't grinding, you ain't got no motion.
So how do you feel ASAP Rocky feels?
Well, ASAP fell into a good situation. Cause like, it ain't like he with the mob rapping no more. I ain't heard him bust a song since in about 4 years.
Hey, buddy, good.
But, though, but his thing though, he
I
is.
feel like he's doing other entrepreneurial.
Hey,
moves.
I believe
Don't he have his own
hey,
liquor or something?
Yeah, I believe he is, and I'm not knocking your man. I actually met him, pretty cool. I cut his hair one time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't knocking that. It just that dynamic it's only gonna work for a short. You've never seen it work for a multitude of years. You only see it work for a short dynamic. Because once the emotion and everything changes in that relationship. And when a woman done with you, she's not gonna give you a care package to leave. And when you walk away, you're gonna have to fight tooth and nail for something that you helped. That's the difference between men and women.
How do you feel about men getting like alimony or?
Well, once again, if he did everything he did, he quit his shit to be following her. Hell yeah, you should pay him. Because get what though? Because hell, he could have went on and did his own thing. He may not made $1 million, but he probably made 500,000. Like we can't knock it because we'll feel like he gonna make more being with you than not being with you. Men, we don't look at it that way. When we meet a woman, we don't care about if she's successful or not. We just want her to be available. And not available to work for us. Available when I want to be just me, be alone with my woman.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of guys do like the women who talk about getting the bag, because when she get in the bag, that means she ain't trying to spend a whole bunch of money, to your point. When she get in the bag, she ain't talking about some going to Lennox and Vips and spending $100,000 on shit that we don't care about.
But it might be her own money, though.
That might be her own money, but even still, even if it is her own money, as I can't hate to say it, but as the man, not even to being the manager, like you being a manager, you gotta be like this. They hold tight. Know what I'm saying? But a lot of times when they get their own bag, you can't tell them nothing. And when you can't tell a woman nothing, you can't guide a woman. That's a dangerous woman.
Yeah.
Because when they all blow up, at the end of the day, it's your fault. We talk about this all the time on the podcast. I know you've seen it. Nothing happened when Eve ate the apple. Nothing happened. Nothing in that vicinity happened. Everything only happened when Adam ate it, because he gave him the instruction.
Yeah.
And it's like when you subscribe to that, that's somebody got to be the brains of the operation. And I'm not knocking no successful woman. 'Cause I like a woman get on. You working, baby. I like that. I like working. Because you ain't working my nerves when you working.
Yeah.
I think there's women out here that can work, can make more, whatever, but still give that, I want to say power, like a better word, to a man, to still be the head of house.
Guess what?
I think that is possible.
Hey, I want to see at least 10 of them. And guess what? Though? I mean, we know we friends, we talk, but the thing is like we know it can happen.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying because some women gonna see this and be like this. Why am I relinquishing power to him? He ain't got no bread.
It's not about that.
It ain't about the bread.
Is he protecting the house? Is he taking care of the house? Because there's ways to take care of the house that a woman can't. Do I still have to hire a handyman?
Provision.
Yeah.
Hey,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like
provision and protection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On our reels, they got mad when I said police the house. Oh, y'all don't like how police do y'all.
No.
The hypothetical thing about police is to serve and protect.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about be a tyrant or walk around with a stick and beat people and pull people out
Walking
the
the
car.
Green Mile.
Come on, boss.
Yeah,
I ain't
it's
talking about that. But I get what you're saying. Like, I get it, man. I want a woman to be able to do all of those things. But imagine if the roles were reversed. You had a woman who was working for 20 years, and the dad was home with the kid. She not gonna get the same smoke if it was the other way around with the dad working for 20 years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The kid gonna have the same kind of emotion, but she ain't gonna get the same smoke.
Yeah.
Though Monique had to come back and apologize to them kids. Cause I tried to grind so hard for this chick, but y'all wasn't there, and other people had to take care of y'all.
Yeah.
So I bought y'all gifts, but I didn't give y'all me.
That's one thing I do hate about when I see household situations where the parents are always working and they kind of just like buy their kids, but their kids are raised and around everybody else.
But the parents.
But the parents.
But guess what though? Because the kids need their parents.
Their parents.
Like
I don't need your money and gifts. It's great.
Yes, but the crazy thing about
your
it is
love and your time and your attention.
When the kid don't get that, they be 40-year-old people talking about how my daddy couldn't play for kickball, but my daddy came home every night for dinner. You gonna have to give up something.
Do you think? I genuinely think that I don't think that there's a way you can raise the kids without them saying something.
No,
I don't think there's any like.
We're not grateful.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's why when your kids are young, y'all just teach them honesty and humility. We don't teach those things to our kids. See, when you teach your kid that in home, when they go out the home, they spread that. When you teach them love in the home, they go outside the home, they spread that.
Yeah.
Can't nothing deter what somebody been taught. Just like your ass been eating bad food since you was 5. Then you 12, your ass gonna be big.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care.
Fighting the beaters.
Unbig your back.
You ain't gonna big your back. The nigga said that shit.
Unbig your back. Unbig your back.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, but I'm grateful. Like for my mother, she was a single parent. My father died when I was young, and she did her best. But she taught me things that was great knowledge to know. There's things I feel like could have been better or could have been different.
Yeah.
But when I do look at it now, being older, and just in different places in life, I'm like, dang, my mom did do a good job.
Yeah.
But when I was younger,
too.
she was a horrible. Like,
Yeah.
I hated everything.
man.
It's perspective.
It's perspective.
But you know what though? I never hated everything my mom did. I was always a grown up, so I understood. Like this, one thing my mother taught me more than anything in the world was the ability to think. The ability to think. Peep this and tell a story. I was like in probably 7th grade. We was homeless, so I was staying with my uncle Chino. My Uncle Chino died a couple years ago. I was staying with my Uncle Chino, right? His son would come over for the weekend, but his son was never really there. So I stayed in my Uncle Chino's guest room. My mom stayed somewhere else, and my sister stayed somewhere else. So my mom came over one time. My Uncle Chino was packing up. He had boxes there where he was moving. So my mom said, so why you didn't tell me your uncle was getting ready to move? I was like, I don't know. She said, so if he moved, where you going to stay? Because we ain't got nowhere to stay at. I was like, I don't know. She said, what I'm trying to tell you is, when you see something going around you, you didn't feel the need to tell me this. Even though he probably told her, but she was trying to tell me something. You living here.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't in this room, you in this room.
Mm-hmm.
So, you gotta get to have the ability to think what's going on around you. And that's the number one thing my mama gave me out of everything in the world. Look at what's going on around you.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think, just as a society, we miss a lot of context clues.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. hell
Contact
A
clues.
lot.
Oh hell
Remember where
Relationships.
Niggas be scaring the hoes.
Hey, where in
Every
the world Carmen San Diego? Where's Waldo?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got that big old thing full of people.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pick out.
Yep.
What you got for us,
You're
man?
missing.
Man, we just been flowing. I didn't close out of it, but I did want to ask about. So how do you kind of feel about like so female rap is obviously it's been a leading thing in the last couple of years. I know. I just from your perspective, like the arguments that you do see, how is it like from being in the industry side of things for like y'all? You know what I'm saying? And that argument of female, they don't get whatever the thing being that they say. Like, how is it?
So as you know, this is a very, very different space for me. When I started in this industry, I was with gospel, R&B, old school R&B. Like, I was in such a different lane. So coming over here to the rap side, it was just very, very different. Way more aggressive, way more, just things are set up different. It's rough.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not the roughest person. So it was like, oh, okay.
Welcome
Y'all
to
are-
Detroit.
Right, okay. Like, but just the rap side of the industry, period. Just how, niggas gonna nigga. Like, just how they operate, just how they do business or do different things. It's just not the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to adjust to that. But I do love the era that we're in with, one, this is such a great year because we're celebrating 50 years of hip hop. So it's been so much love to the hip hop community. Like, everybody wants to do a special. Everybody just wants to. BET Awards was the best it's probably been in years, just because they brought out so many old school acts and showed so much love. I do think they should have had more old school women as well.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be my only take back from being at the show. I realized when we left the show that it was a lot of guys,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a male dominated industry.
Mm-hmm.
MC Light did perform, but I'm like, I would have loved to see Ra, Queen Latifah, people that we kind of forgot that was rappers in that. You know what I'm saying? Missy, I don't.
Yeah.
There's just other
Yeah.
older females that they could have had. They had the new school females, but in that old school part of the show, throughout the show, Remy came out, Trina came out, but I just feel like there was more women that they could have.
I'm gonna be honest. I think they should have just did something separate. There should be a separate special for 50 years of hip hop. Y'all understand? We're talking about
but I think there is, and I think there's going to be all year long.
Yeah, so I don't even think they should have.
But I think everything this year is going to be. So if y'all are tired of it, you got to get used to it. Because I know of about 3 or 4 more things that are coming that are based around.
Yeah.
But I
just
mean,
wouldn't try to
50 years
celebrate
is
there. But I'm saying we're talking about hip hop. We're talking about
I'm almost fit.
we talking about the
So you gotta think your
oldest
whole
genre. We're not the oldest genre. I'm sorry. We're talking about a new genre that has literally outsold every other genre. This is the most popular genre now. We talking about affecting white kids. Them white folks are there losing their mind because of something that black people created and has grown this big. I just think it needs to not be in a BET award show. They need its own special 50 years of hip hop, and it's just an entire concert of everybody throughout the period. It's so many monumental things that have happened that have shaped lives. Like, we're talking about billions of lives. So it's like, yeah, don't try to put it in an award show where you all ready
I think they're
to
just
shit.
all trying to do their part. Just even with the Tina tribute, you know, everything this year is going to have a Tina tribute. Everything this year, you know, when someone iconic like that dies, you're going to try to always incorporate that. Anytime, and the year Michael Jackson died, every show after that for the next year was less pay. You want to pay homage, you want to show love, you want to show your appreciation, you want to. So I think everybody's just trying to do their part. Because if they didn't, then people would be like, well, why didn't y'all? This is 50 years of hip hop, like, you know. But now here's the question of the BET Awards. They had no singing, no R&B acts, really, no gospel section like they always do. So it was just like, okay, all of it had to be towards hip hop. Like, we get it, but it was just, but I think everybody's just trying to do their best. But I do like that era that we're in, and I love that there is so many female MCs now. I do love that females are getting the platform and the recognition that they should have. Because again, as I said, it is a male-dominated industry. I do think they're always going to be dominant, and especially of who runs the industry. It's males. It's not a lot of females in higher positions, but I am glad that they're getting more recognition.
Do you see a lot of like hate from like people saying that like the message that females send in their lyrics like versus male? Do you see any of that stuff, or I'm just curious?
No, I think people are now used to them being as free as they have always tried to be. I think that's the best way to say it. I think, you know, let them say what they want to say. Rap about what they want to rap about. Men been doing it since the beginning of time. So why are females more censored? Oh, because you want a lady in the street and a freak in the bed, but you don't want her to put it out there that she's a freak in the bed all at the same time?
I see it 2 ways, I guess. Like, I understand the way you're saying, but the other way is just like, it kind of changes, it evolves the women just outside of, not the rappers, I'm talking about like women, girls, all those, it evolves them in a more negative way. And that's not to say that, I think that everything has a place, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't be allowed to do that. For sure, they should be allowed to do that. But I think my thing about it is it's so like vulgar a lot of times. And like, it's a little more vulgar, so I'm just curious of like how that comes off. But I guess that's how I kind of see it. So it's like, even with males, like I understand like male dominated field in hip hop, we created a lot of this culture for sure. I guess, but now that we're seeing the effects, I'm like, damn. Now we just like, oh shit. Like ever since like reality TV boomed, it just seems that like things have gotten more like ratchet. It's fun to do this wild, like dangerous lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? And I understand it for entertainment purposes, but what gets me is when a lot of us take that entertainment as like real life.
Yeah.
And
I hate
then-
that people think
Yeah.
reality TV is real.
Yeah. Yeah, my first day on Love and Hip Hop, I was tight. Oh, I was like, oh, this is how y'all do this? I was so tight. I just knew in my head of it, I was like, damn, like, this shit was real. No. That shit is all, like,
It's so
cultivated. And
Yeah, and not, I don't want to say scripted. It's not
it's
scripted,
loosely scripted.
but it's very much. Oh, hyping up that part. So
Yeah.
I'm like, this ain't my reality.
No.
So when I watch reality and I see people come from reality, and I think, God, she has never done reality and don't care to do reality. Because when I see people come out of reality, it's like you forever look at them just a little different. I'll never look at certain people, and I don't want to say no names, but there's some people that were TV icons to me, and then they went on to do reality TV, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
was that you? How much of that was you? How much did you do because of a check? How, like, what?
Yeah.
And because I just don't believe in doing whatever for a check. It's okay. Not all good money. Not all money is good money. It's okay to turn down some money because you don't know what God has waiting around the corner.
And that what brings me to my point, my brothers. I cannot be bought. I shall not be moved. That is why I cannot work for a woman. No, I'm just kidding. I'm bullshitting. I just was
But I don't think it'll be buying you. I just think it'll
No, I
be
know.
a boost in your career.
I'm literally just doing that for a
You
good
better
social
go ahead
media
and work
video.
for
Just
your future wife's.
Hey, now you rent on. Because I guarantee your ass.
Listen.
I guarantee your ass divorced her, you ain't gonna have no pension.
Man, I'm gonna be in the house just stashing money away.
Hey, I guarantee.
Just for a rainy day.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you got them be with her ass. She out here cheat. Well, you told me she would think with her dick.
Okay.
Then
wait.
tell.
So I got a question. Y'all make more. Your girl doesn't.
Okay.
Do you want her to sign a prenup?
If I built something before we got together, yes.
Okay. You are on the lower end. Your wife is a billionaire. She wants you to sign a prenup.
Yeah, I'll sign it. I'm signing it.
Y'all can call this what y'all want. The ego in me, my pride, the way my shit set up over here, I'm gonna be trying to see if I can fuck my way out of the prenup. That's my goal then. It's like, shit, let me see if I can just get her to rip this motherfucker up and just know this shit for real. But I'm not also saying I'm doing that to set her up. I'm saying that like, no, like I want to put as much effort into building a solid ass relationship that she would be like, yeah, no, we don't need no prenup. I like this nigga got me. Because that's just how I am about mine.
Let me tell you something.
Hey, I got a bit. Yeah, I got you, man.
When have you ever heard her ass want to leave you and she gonna write you a check for you to go away?
Hey, man.
Nigga, please.
I know.
There's a first for everything.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
hey.
You're only crazy till you're right.
Yo, what up? Okay, David. Now you want to walk on. See,
Woo.
hey, see your boy come on here. And then all of a sudden you get amnesia.
I'm just saying.
You're scaring the flash.
I'm just saying,
You
man.
scared the flash.
I'm just saying if I can.
See, you ain't. See, now you scaring the hoes. Cause that
I'm scared of hoes.
You scaring the.
My bad, y'all. My bad, hoes. My bad. I ain't mean to. I apologize on behalf of me. But I'm just letting y'all know though
On
too.
behalf of me.
Cause Shawty said, cause she was the breadwinner, so she felt like something went wrong. She was thinking with her,
She was thinking with her little head.
the little.
She can think with her little head because I'm thinking with mine.
Nah, yo,
and I'm
look.
fucking my way out that prenup.
You know
You
what?
get to do all that. You go crazy, girl. You need me to give you a massage beforehand? You need a bubble bath afterwards? What you need?
Oh, shit.
Let's talk about this.
She gonna hang in the outhouse like Stephen.
I watched that video and that man was just in that house and I was just like, girl, you make too much goddamn money. Too much goddamn. Let that nigga in the house. All them goddamn rooms she got in that big ass.
He said looking like this. Looking.
Pruning. Stedman. I would love to talk to Stedman. Just like
Every
one-to-one.
dude I see with a chick who got that bag and he don't.
I want to talk about her so bad, but I'm gonna let her be great.
Every chick I see with a bag and her nigga don't. That nigga be looking so he be looking so ran through. That nigga be looking tired, boy.
So, nope. I ain't touching that.
Oh my god! She
Hey,
went
hey,
wild.
cause he not cause if he get allowance he'll be. If he get, they gonna. He can never go. Only dude I ever seen win that way is one guy,
Oh.
Kevin Federline.
I was about to say him.
Kevin Federline's the only nigga that won.
Kevin Federline made it out.
Hey,
Yeah.
he had one. He had one. She was here. Then his ass danced and got with. And oops, I did it again.
It's Britney, bitch.
Bitches.
Yeah,
Hey, I'm a slave. for you. hey, Kevin ass got there left and got the children.
Mm-hmm.
Now Kevin to my son, shout so crazy. I don't even want my children to be around her.
But
But you know, also about Kevin. You know, Kevin is. You know, color Kevin is too.
what?
Kevin,
I won't be surprised if Mariah stops Nick from seeing her kids.
she tried to.
I won't be surprised.
Hey, he tried.
'Cause I know she is over it.
She sick of his ass.
Yeah, she'd probably be like this.
But she tried
Another
to, though.
one.
She
Another
tried-
one,
And
Nick.
she wanted him. But he was so different. To our knowledge.
I just don't understand his thinking.
Now,
Me either.
okay, I can tell you the thinking.
Okay,
Wanna
break it
tell
down
you
for me.
thinking,
Let's get into it. I want to just know.
Nick a player. What's up, Nick? Nick a player.
Okay.
But Nick was like an underneath player. Nick had a little couple player situation going on. Then he saw Shawty. He saw Shawty. Shawty got that chair done. Shawty got a little thicker. Shawty told me we belong together. He was like that. I got half Shawty. So Shawty said, if you gonna have me, you gotta marry me.
Mm-hmm.
Nick was like, fuck. Gotta marry this motherfucker. Nick got a name tattooed on the back. Nick started taking pictures with the Shawty. Nick married Shawty. She tried to do Nick how you talking. She up here, she wanted Nick to be the assistant. Nick like, wait a minute now. Nick ain't.
See, I don't think so. I think they were on comparable levels in a sense.
I mean, now,
And I know everybody's going to disagree with me.
I mean, I think Nick is awesome. Nick got a lot of emotion.
Yes, he was already CEO of Nickelodeon. He was already, you know, and there's things that Nick was doing that people didn't know about.
He had motion.
Music wise.
Get what though? But get what though? But he ain't shouted though. Shouted.
Yeah.
Shouted. See, y'all like B. Shouted old B. See, I remember shouted old B. Shouted was around when Whitney them was here and everybody was here. There was shouters out. Shouted was killing folks so bad. Shouted was killing folks on all the white people stuff. Then shouted like, wait a minute, y'all know I'm black. Killed these folks over here too.
Yeah.
So see, people forget how Shouted was shouted. So when Shouted got with Nick,
And nothing short of it either.
you can be my sweet. Shouted got with Nick. She was like, Nick, you gonna have to marry me to get this ass. Nick went ahead and married her. Nick dropped off in her. She wanted Nick to shut the hell up. But Nick got on that show one day, and Nick was like this, y'all think Shouted, everybody don't y'all know I got her? But he started running out of bitch like DMX. And Shouted said,
Brenda Letitia.
Shouted said, wait a minute. Dang what I got you here for? Why you telling the folk all your business? Cause then made me look like I'm like them hoes. And I'm me. Them hoes ain't nowhere near me. So if you married to me, but you had them, yeah, that look good for you, but it look bad for me.
Yeah.
So they shit went down here. Then Nick was like this, okay. he was CEO, got a little TV show. Now everything he's on that TV show, he like that, boop, 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 boop.
Did Nick have Wildin' Out when he got with?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, she was on there.
Yeah, he had Wild Out. Then they get whatever. Then when they got whatever, Nick just started knocking all the Wild Out girls out.
Yeah.
Do you think he
Well,
got more
crazy.
popular from being with?
No, he was always popular. Get whatever. He got a little cooler. He didn't get popular.
Man, I felt like
He didn't get popular. He
all
got
them hoes wanted him because he had Mariah.
no. He got cooler.
Yeah, for sure.
It wasn't because he had.
For sure.
That's a little bit of truth.
Okay.
Because he was able to be in a vicinity with her. That's why us men and women are the same on that level. When we look at who you've been with, and when you try to get with me, if none of them niggas don't compare to me, I'm looking at you crazy. You talking about let's go to dinner. When you talking about let's go out to dinner, I'm looking at you crazy. Because you with Joe Blow them. You up, you in the big league now.
That's crazy.
Hey, and women the same way. If you done been a whole bunch of goddamn hoodie for shitties, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dirty butts, you know what I'm saying? Then you try to put me in the same percentage of dirty butts. We getting the same wood? No. We all the same. We all the same in that category. That's why we all care about where you work at, who you been with.
I hate that question. Who you been with? And how many people you been with? And when was the last
Get
time
what
you
though?
been with something?
Get what though? Hey, I don't care when the last time you did something, but I do want to know who you been with. Cause know what though? I refuse to be somewhere shaking hands with a nigga who used to knock broad off. Let me tell you why. Cause you know how a nigga be.
But you won't even confront him. I don't want to.
No. I'm not saying. Oh. hey. Oh, okay. Let me say something. Say something to me and see what happens. I'm gonna slap the fuck out of somebody. I be waiting for. But you ask your boy, I be waiting for to slap the hell out of somebody. But I won't do that. I ain't gonna walk in and be like, oh, you with Shorty? Damn. Now if I'm sitting there chilling and he, nigga be saying slick shit.
Doing the most, being disrespectful.
Hey man, Shorty still suck dick from the back. Whoa.
Whoa, sound like Crash Bandicoot. Whoa.
You like this.
Dog.
What?
I wish a nigga.
But that's the point though. But you know
some niggas be.
Hey, we've been in the industry for a minute. You've been around industry cats. You know how they talk. We be acting like we don't know how they talk for real.
Yeah.
You don't sit in a room and you don't seen somebody you know in a situation with somebody and y'all done sit back, y'all done met with him, whatever, and been like, but she was that regular ass nigga over there. We all done been there.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to. I ain't gonna treat you less than or disrespect you, but I do want to know what I'm walking into.
Yeah.
I agree.
think that's fair. If we're in a room, I do.
We in the room, even if we know we going there.
Yeah.
But tell me before we get there. Don't tell me all of a sudden we get in the room. I walk in. Oh, how you been shot?
But I also like to know it just for like decision,
Yes.
how you make decisions, because that helps me provide my protection.
Yeah.
If
Hey.
I know you, this person of like you to get drunk, and then now you got bodies on bodies on bodies. It's like I now know that I'm not gonna put you in an environment or let you be in an environment where that can happen, because you done got 86 other cases. I know that's extreme. I'm just saying.
Murder was the
86
case that they gave me.
like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I need to know how you treat that thing.
Yeah,
That's your most valuable thing.
Yeah,
so
right.
however you treat it,
Like
you need to know.
If you telling me that you don't get that thing away to everybody, but you got 5 kids and 4 baby daddies, that means every dude you knocked off for a 10-year span, you had a baby with. Now we got an issue. I don't got an issue with you. Like I don't think you less than, but you ain't as that thing ain't.
So you think she only been with 4 niggas?
No,
in 10 years?
them the ones she had babies with. I ain't talking about the ones she was like
The unspoken.
the unspokens. Yes, thank you. It sounds crazy when you
Shifts
say it out
and
loud. When you say it out loud, the shit sound crazy as hell. though. I know it do. That's why we here, cause we say it out loud. Cause I do. Hey,
It's crazy how I guess people look at it, or
yeah,
because I never look. I was
Different
just,
perspective.
No, though, because you don't look at it that way. Like me being 43, I put everything in a 20-year increment. So that means from 20 to 25, if you had one real boyfriend, right? 2 or 3 years. The main time about the nigga you fuck. So in a 20-year increment, girl probably messed to deal with 5 dudes. She probably let 5 dudes hit her. She's 40-something. 5 dudes, probably her husband was one of the 5 dudes. I get it. Now, if she done had a boyfriend every other year for 20 years, I ain't talking about the one night stands. I ain't talking about the girl she done scissored. I ain't talking about the niggas that she done gave some toppy to.
girl, she done.
I ain't talking about, but that's when you start putting.
I just love how y'all are so okay with girls.
No, I'm not. Because here's my thing. I'm telling you.
God, I hate these hoes.
And the
And I
reason,
love them too.
and the reason why I'm not like that,
Same time.
I respect it if that's what you do. But I don't want every time you go out with your homegirl and you get drunk, that's what y'all doing. Because that's what y'all doing. I know. I've been around for a long time. So I'm not going to be cool with that. Because every time I go out with some chicks, if I'm knocking them off, you're going to be mad. You're going to be crying in the car.
For sure.
First off, I'm always the first nigga in line to get some pussy. Ain't nobody getting no extra pussy and nothing. I'm first.
Yeah, because they'll do it and be like, oh yeah, I hung with my friends for the weekend. We went to Miami, or we went to Destin, or we went to whatever. You know what I mean? And
For us, it's a cabin trip. I don't trust no cabin trip with the gays.
I've heard that.
Is
You
that
can't
what y'all-
trust them. You can't trust them. You can't
But
trust them.
I've heard that.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. The cabin trips with the gays.
Never been and don't plan on it. Every time I've been invited, I'm just like,
It's a lot going on.
it's a lot.
It's a lot going on. So, and let me ask you this question: how do you feel about? I feel like I know this is crazy. This is just the best way I can think to explain it.
Okay.
I feel like gay has evolved, right?
Yeah.
How have you felt about it? I've heard different people being like, this new shit is like, it's on some other shit.
You
I
want
like
my
the
truth?
old school, whatever. Like,
So you want my community to hate me right now? Okay. Let's go. I'm lost.
He said he lost. Yeah, he said
I just heard a conversation and I just shared it with some of my friends. Some dude, y'all probably know him, some straight dude, I don't know. But he seemed like he was known, but I don't know.
yeah.
But he was talking about how the gay community has their own agenda and dictionary and whatever, but then y'all are blamed when y'all say.
I did see that. I can't remember who the guy was.
Yeah.
But he right though. He's right.
Okay, he said it.
No.
I didn't-
He's right.
But I don't want to get too into it because it is very controversial. So I want to be very careful with touching this subject because they do. So here's the problem that some of my friends said. We should all educate ourselves so you do know.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like it's so difficult to properly educate yourself because everybody doesn't want to share the knowledge. So when the whole pronouns came up, I was like, why?
What the hell is that?
So until I sat down with someone understood why, I was lost. But I feel like so many things change and everybody wants to feel included. Everybody wants to feel okay. And I get it. I do. Because I want to feel welcome too. I want to feel like I fit in the room. So I get it. But if someone doesn't get it, don't just snap and get mad at me. Just help me understand what I did, said, or gestured wrong that offended you before you get so offended. It's okay for
Yeah.
you to be offended when it happens because it happened. But tell me what I did so it doesn't happen again.
But
give me that grace to fix it or not do it again. Now, if I know that you
I'm
want
a
to be
habitual
called
line stepper, yeah.
Yes, if I know you want to be called she, her, whatever, and I say he or you are still a boy, now you're just being rude and defensive. Respect somebody, and if you can't respect them, then don't be around them. Don't put yourself.
Yeah, remove yourself. Yeah, just remove yourself.
Right, like any girl, if a girl you're trying to date doesn't like X, Y, and Z,
Man,
and
that's
you
that
can't
white
respect
people
that,
shit.
then you remove yourself.
Man, white people love to be like, oh no, what y'all doing over here? And then start making some rules and shit and fucking
but
some
see
shit
what-
up.
see what-
Right.
See what the
But-
thing is, and I respect that. But the problem with that in that community per se, they don't respect us. And it's like this because they want to be heard so bad. And like here's the thing.
But you want to know why? Because we've been disrespected for so long.
I know,
Yeah.
but here's the thing though. Like me,
We all have. That's
we
the
all.
crazy
Because look,
But that's what makes it tough.
As colored people in America, we all have. We
all have,
So get what
but-
up. So here's the thing though. You may feel away, and I might feel away. I get what you're saying. I understand. That. Just don't disrespect each other on the ways we feel. But the problem is, our side, your side, whatever. Everybody feel like what they saying is.
But that goes with anything to me.
And I
have
agree.
friends that are agnostic, atheists, Jehovah's Witness, whatever. Respect my walk with my God,
Yeah.
and I'll respect,
Respect
whatever
yours.
you believe
Yep.
or don't believe. There just has to be a line of respect. But I feel like so many hetero, whatever you want to call them, straight people, have disrespected us in the community so many times in different spaces that now everybody in the community
Yeah.
has such a wall up and is so ready to.
Do you think
that's-
it's more like knowingly disrespect, or is it more like just ignorance and like people just not understanding and doing it out of like not being around it? And I only say this because if you take a bunch of white people and they're only around white people, then you insert black people, which I've done. Go to Europe, go anywhere. They have never been around that. It's shocking it's oh my God, they have never seen it. Now I'm not saying we allow them to let us be a spectacle, but to them, you know what I'm saying, it can kind of come off.
I think
wrong.
I think it's a mixture.
Okay.
I think I've been around straight men and I've seen it just blatantly disrespectful for no reason.
Okay.
I've been around straight men where I just had to like, educate, or because they may just assume X, Y, and Z. No, don't assume that I'm still a boy. I still carry. I'll still shoot you.
I conceal the carry. You got your permit on, yay?
I'm still.
He got his
a nigga.
original birth papers.
I'm still a boy, Damon.
So
I'm a boy.
there's still things that
I get you.
I might be softer than you, but I know straight men softer than me. I
Yeah.
know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't let that fool you.
I mean, because your preference doesn't have anything to do with your person.
Yes, but I wish every male would just get that. Stop being worried about who I sleep with and just respect me for who I am in your face. If we could get past that, we would be in a better place.
But here's the great thing. That comes from a lot of times when you're talking to another group of people, and that's the first thing they tell you.
But
I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm
Yeah,
just
it's like
saying.
a vegan. It's like-
I'm just saying.
right, but here's
Vegan
here's the thing. So y'all don't want to be hit on per se by a gay dude. But if you're fine, you're attractive, you should just be like, you got to realize you're just fine and attractive.
I'm
Hold
funny
on,
about
hold
it.
on.
Okay, bitch. Like I'm gonna throw you one back just on some like appreciate you, like. But
Yes.
that's just me.
Hey.
But then let's talk about so many. This is what irritates me though. So many straight men, y'all love still sagging these pants. Y'all love y'all asses out. I like ass, but you don't want me to look. Pull your damn pants up then.
I'm about to go home.
Why are you mad? Because I look. It's a natural thing. If a girl has their titties out
Yeah.
or their ass out,
Yeah.
and they get mad at you for looking,
Hold on.
put it away.
Hold on.
Cover it up.
Hold on.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't get mad
yeah,
because that's what you like to look at.
Tag me in.
So, well, hold on. But you can't. Now I feel like I'm going to look, but if I could tell you're straight, I'm not going to come out and just disrespect you. Yo, what up with that?
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing too much. But you can't get
scaring
mad
hoes.
if you do catch me looking, or you can't get mad. Like, Nick, you had it out
I mean,
and in my face. Like,
and guess what? Though?
what was I supposed to
see?
If someone's boobs are out, where do you stare? You don't look at her in her
Guess
eyes.
what? Though? Hold on.
You can't stop.
Hold on.
That's
You're right.
crazy.
No. You're right. No, I'm agreeing with you. But if she tells somebody I'm standing her chest and she got her chest out, if I'm staring, they gonna lock me up because she feels some kind of way. Harassment. Like I give you, hey, everything you said was exactly right. But if I did it, it's cool when they do it. If I did that, I'm harassing.
Yeah.
And guess what though? And
That's a sexual assault charge right there.
And that's the way, unfortunately, that's the way the world has. So the
We
world
do
has
live in a world of a
Yes.
double
Yeah.
standard
Yes.
with everything.
and that goes back
Girls
to
can kiss a girl, but a guy can't kiss
guess
a
what
guy.
though? But that goes back to the your girl make more money than you, and you work with her because she gonna remind. They go right back to it.
Yeah.
Hey, we were baiting you in.
But it is a very, very double standard of the world we live in.
Yeah.
Because I hate that I hear so many guys and so many girls, oh, she could be with a girl, but that doesn't make her a lesbian.
Just as
Maybe
it
she was
does.
just drunk, or maybe she just whatever, maybe da-da-da-da.
Could-
But a girl cannot ever, or a girl or a guy, cannot ever hear a guy say, I kissed a guy one time
Gay.
and I'm still straight.
Hey, one time band camp.
Yeah.
Hey
You
man,
are- You are forever gay now.
Yeah.
You're not bi. You are like they do not. They do not give you no. You are forever untouchable to them.
you buy.
You are.
You buy.
Yeah. Yeah. And I
Yep.
hate that. I'm just like, why can't someone?
You know what I also hate? I hate that's like damn near the N-word to like a black person, but like when like a girl breaks up with a guy or
That's
she
first
like
thing
labels
said.
him.
That's how she insults you.
Yeah, like, okay, yeah. You be like, Hold on, man.
Yeah, she is so.
Hold on.
Now that, because why do you use that as an assault, but all your friends are gay?
Exactly.
So, like, what you saying, sis?
Why can you have gay friends, but you don't want your son to ever be gay?
I mean,
Why is it okay for your friends, but not your child?
she not gonna be a city girl. She not gonna be a city girl. I want better for her. I don't know.
I hate
And my
that.
son ain't gonna talk to city girls.
I listen to that when I have homegirls, and are you going to love your child no matter what? Because I'm supposed to be your like
Yeah.
we can't be this close if you can't respect your child after he's born, or she's whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
Even my straight male friends, if your daughter comes out and she like, are you going to still accept her? Are you still going to be the same father, same parent that you should be through those times? Because I'm here in your life every day, and you love me,
Could get what though? Cause if I ask
Or so you say?
Hey,
or so you say.
Cause if I ask these might go fix that damn car. You
You better go get them motherfucker rolling.
you want to be a nigga? Play. Look, y'all.
Damn.
This has been a very, very, very
This has been
fun.
fire.
This has been fire.
This has been so fire.
This has been the 1 hour.
Was any of this on topic? On your topic?
We didn't have a topic.
I literally had a video that I was gonna show y'all, the Jalen Green thing, but I was like, hey, we had such a good conversation.
Cam been killing him.
Yeah, I
Pause.
Hey, yo, pause, my nigga. Yeah, but Brody, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank
Y'all
you,
make
man.
sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Brody, leave your information where they can find you if they want to. Well, this is his first interview, so like we getting him acclimated into it, but I knew the conversation would be good. So just give the people where they can find you.
If you want to find me on social media, don't. But nah, Instagram.
You were
I'm good.
Instagram officially Brody. I don't even know probably any other handle. I think my Twitter is Brody's your guy. I don't
Man,
use Facebook.
You ain't got time because you working.
I tell everybody,
He's working,
if
y'all.
you ever want to keep a secret from me, publicly post it on Facebook. I will still never see it.
Fair enough. Thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate it. It's been a dope conversation, and I think it's something that
appreciate
needed.
you
So y'all like, comment, and subscribe as always, and make sure y'all follow the IG page, the TikTok. We're going crazy with the clips, and I can't wait to see clips from this thing too, and the Apple Podcast too.
It's coming.
Yep. I'm Comedian Lonnie.
And I'm the Flash, and we out.
Peace.